So, I'm making this video because of the videos I watched, Ungrateful by Escape Fate and that memorial video. I guess after watching that, I kind of just wanted to tell my story, and hopefully other people would write me and talk to me about if they've ever been bullied, and I can give them advice and other things like that. Well, it all started when I was 16, and it was in July of last year. Wasn't that long after my birthday. Me and my boyfriend started having bad problems, and we fought a lot, and him and my family didn't get along, and because he made statuses a lot about my family, and my mom didn't like that, so she said something to him, and then he broke up with me without telling me he broke up with me. And then he started making statuses about me and my family and slandering my name and talking to people, calling me a whore, and that I cheated on him, and that I'm a bad person to not talk to me. And he'd make long statuses about me, and people would comment on it and tell me that, well, not tell me because he blocked me, call me a whore and a slut and an idiot, a terrible person, that I'm a cheater and a bitch. Well, that night I was completely devastated that even happened. Like I didn't expect from the person I cared about and loved. I didn't really think that he would do that to me, but he did. And I didn't know what to think, and I didn't know what to do. And it got out of control, and I couldn't stop it. And I thought it was over. Finally, after months of people torturing me and writing me and calling me names and telling me how stupid I am. So one night, this guy writes me, and I already knew that something was up, because he said he was friends with Greg. So I'm not that stupid. Well, I talked like I was a boring retard, I guess, because I didn't want to talk to him because, he's friends with Greg. Well, later that night, at like 6 o'clock in the morning, he took forever to write back, and I was wondering what he was doing, because I kind of figured something was up. And he wrote me over a page-long message. And that message destroyed me. I didn't think it would, because I knew I should have expected it. But he told me that I'm a terrible person, a whore, a slut, that I'm an idiot, that I'm stupid, that I should start cutting myself, hit a vein, and bleed out because I was a waste of Earth's oxygen. And I was technically not a virgin because I had sex with a girl. Yeah, I had sex with a girl. I did, but it wasn't like that. I was in 6th grade because, I was a kid. Little kids are going to do stupid things, but I didn't know what I was doing. And how does that make me a whore? How would that make me a whore? I don't understand. And that I fuck over every person I like, or if they like me, I fuck them over and I'm mean to them, and I just hurt them. I hurt everyone, and that I should just end it because I'm just wasting everybody's time. I mean, I don't know what I did to deserve that. I don't. It was completely unnecessary. After he told me that, I actually tried to kill myself that night. I got a razor and I cut myself right beside a vein. If I would have hit, I was not even half an inch away from that vein. I almost died that night. And when it started happening, when I got bullied, I started self-harming again. I'd punch myself in the face. I'd punch things. I'd punch walls. I'd punch myself in the leg. A lot. I really punched myself in the face a lot and bruised myself from hell and back. I scratched my face. I scratched my arms. And I cut myself all the time. Every single night. And I guess it numbed my emotional pain, I guess. The pain on my arm and my leg kind of helped. I don't know how, people don't understand how that is. But it's really something hard to deal with because that's something they've never done. They just don't understand it because people do things differently than others. But I did it for a really long time. And after the guy wrote me that, I started doing it all over again. And I just kept doing it. And then after my ex-boyfriend, not my recent ex-boyfriend, but it is my recent ex-boyfriend, because I had another boyfriend after him. Didn't last long. But I tried killing myself because I was so depressed, because once you lose your virginity to someone that you truly love, it's going to stick with you. It's not going to go away. You wish it would go away, but it's not going to go away. It broke my heart because, I thought I was the one. I thought that we was going to get married and put a ring on that finger. And that we were going to stay together forever. It did not work that way. First time we started dating, cheated on me with his ex-girlfriend. I tried killing myself that night. And then we broke up, and I stayed depressed. And when we got back together, I had horrible trust issues because of him cheating on me. Don't know if it was completely intentional or whatever, but either way, they did, and it hurt. But the second time, we had a good time the second time, almost 2 months. Everything got better, but then we started fighting again because I got overjealous because of his ex-girlfriend. She made tweets and said, "Oh, I got to see him today, da-da-da-da. I know you're reading this." And, of course, it's going to piss me off. I'm going to get pissed off. I'm a normal girlfriend. I'm going to get pissed off about that. But he didn't know how to handle his problems, so it kind of messed up bad, And he met someone else. And apparently she was a lesbian, and he turned her straight. Good for him. But, after he ignored me for 4 days, and then he asked the girl out after he broke up with me. Well, I was devastated. And I cried, and I was completely depressed because I didn't think that was going to happen, because, I kind of figured, because I was being a dick, and I started a lot of fights, but he wouldn't talk about it. He wanted to talk about it with her, and he did. She made him feel better, and that's just how it ended. And I stayed depressed, and he was a dick to me. He called me a dirty slut, and all this other kind of stuff like that, and it hurt. I tried to play it off like it didn't hurt me, but it did. I was completely depressed. I started cutting myself. I started trying to kill myself. I started popping pills as many as I could every single night until it would kill me, but it didn't. And I started drinking, and now I have a lot of problems with my body because of that reason. And you shouldn't put yourself through that. You shouldn't. It's not worth it. Like, you gotta be yourself. You gotta be happy. And if people don't like it, fuck them. Just fuck them. Not literally, but, well, I mean, if you're up for it. I'm just kidding. It's not worth it. At all. Just don't do it. Don't deal with it. If people try to bully you at school, you know what? Beat the shit out of them. Just beat the ever-loving shit out of them. Because they're going to get nowhere in life. Absolutely nowhere. They're going to end up living at home still, or they're going to end up in jail, or they're going to end up dead. I could have became a bully. I could have, because of my stepdad and how abusive he was, and me seeing him beat my mother every single day. Ever since I was 6 years old, that's all I saw. But see who I am today? I'm more confident than I can be, and that's because of my favorite band. They got me through depression. They got me through my horrible breakup. Turn to music. That's all I can say. Just turn to music. Not depressing music. Do not listen to sad songs. That will not help. It will not. But you know what? Don't put up with that shit. Don't let things that happen at home turn you into something you're not. Okay? Just don't. It's not going to do any good in your life. It's not. Because, look at me. I'm cool. I'm happy. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm cool. I'm just kidding. I'm awesome. See, that's confidence. You gotta have confidence in yourself, and you gotta be happy, and you can't let love tear you down. You gotta be happy. And just make yourself feel beautiful without showing your tits. And you'll be good. And don't act like a slut. Unless you love the person. Only be slutty for them. And if you know they're right, then stay with them. But anyway, that was my story, and I just wanted to say that I'm always here. If you ever need anybody, I'm here. I'm always going to be here, because I'm always on Facebook. If you didn't notice all the statuses I post all the time, I'm kind of a Facebook whore. Well, not kind of. I'm a cam whore and a Facebook whore. Everybody wants attention. Who cares? Shut the fuck up. If you say you don't want attention, you're lying your ass off, okay? Come on. Give me a break. Coffee. But, yeah. I'm not an overall dick, I promise. Okay? Just because I act like, well, I am. I'm a humongous dickhead, but it's better to be blunt and honest without hurting them than to pussyfoot around and not tell them the truth and lie to them, because lying will not help somebody in the get-go. It won't. So, yeah. And I don't want a lot of pity for this because I don't need it. I'm okay. Alright, well, this is it. Bye.